Come on in, my sugar woogers and my beautiful butterflies. Surprise. excuse, excuse me, y'all. Give y'all a few minutes to come in. I just came, got everything together. I'm getting ready to go outside to the pool, but I wanted to do it at the pool, but I couldn't because I hear the music. I hope y'all don't hear the music. It's a cancer thing. Can you hear the music? Tell me no. Because I'm in my house and the pool is there and it's music playing. Hey, everybody coming in. How y'all doing this evening? I'm so glad to see all of y'all. To Just the Sunshine Chronicles. It's a cancer thing. Yeah, that lets me know. Jam Jam is in the building. Everything is all right with my sugar boogers and my beautiful butterflies. They up in here. They coming right on in. Hey, Tracy Davis, how you doing? Thank y'all so much for the hearts and the roses. Y'all are so sweet. I tell y'all that all the time. The best chat any girl could ever ask for. Y'all. Let's see. The veterans in the building this evening. Hey, Dominique Lewis, how you doing? Yes, indeed. Ms.V was thinking about y'all. And it's time for me to relax now. So today's been one of those days where I was really getting it together. I got the kitchen almost done. I just got to get up on the very top of the shelves and get all the big appliances down off the top. And then I have the kitchen done. Yeah. And I have the bathroom done tomorrow. Nothing's going to be left out but toothbrush, toothpaste, deodorant, moisturizer for the face. Bare necessities. Everything else is being boxed tomorrow. Yes, indeed. Hey, Vanda, how you doing? Hey, Carla. Thankful for Life is in the building. How y'all doing this evening? Y'all hitting that like button as y'all come in, or y'all just coming on up in the house? Ms.V, we just coming on up in the house. We'll worry about that like button on the way out, okay? Look at Sandra McHenry. Why am I squinting when I could get my glasses, huh? I do that all the time, and I notice I'm getting wrinkles in my forehead from all that squinting. I'm going to do better. Oh, now y'all probably wondering what's the noise. I got my little bag packed to go outside. Got my little wine. Yeah. Got my little towel. I'm ready. I told you I was on my way out there and I was going to talk to y'all out there while I was sitting down drinking my wine. And then I realized I couldn't do it because I was getting the glasses. What I do with them? Because the music is playing. And they ain't fixing to turn it down for me to get on no live. That ain't fixing to happen. Not in this life, it won't. Mm-mm. You gotta know, folks. I tell y'all that all the time. Them folks out there is not finna turn no music down. Mm-mm. Seemed like they did turn it down a little bit for me now. I don't hear it as much as I did when I first came on. But it's something to get the blasting at any moment. That's the kind of folks out there, okay? Mm-hmm. Hey, beautiful Ms.V and chat. Happy Saturday. Hope everyone's having a good day. I had a great day. I can't complain about my day. I can never complain about my day when I woke up this morning in my right mind with the activities of my limbs. I just can't do it. I just cannot. I mean, I see people going from chat to chat, complaining about everything. And it's like, okay, some complaints are legit. And you might want your co-workers or your friends to know. But every day, come on now. It's too much for me. Like, what can I do? Why you telling me? I mean, I already know, but ain't nothing I can do. So we got to move on past that. I'm not a person that wastes a lot of time. Y'all gonna figure that out about me. I don't like wasting time. Never have. I always thought that time was very precious and very valuable. And that's what I've always had the less of, it seems to me. Because I burn so much midnight fuel till I have to get it all done in a day on very few hours of sleep. I think better at night. I do more at night than I ever do in the day. I'm not a night sleeper because of those 20 years in the lab working shift work. So I don't want to go to sleep at night. So I get whatever I can before morning, before day. And then I'm up until the next night. And I'm not that type of person that need a whole lot of sleep to uh, be able to maneuver and get through my day. Okay, I got my glasses clean. Now let's see what's really going on. Oh, do I see any better or any worse? Let's see. I spoke to Sandra. Bonnie is in the building. Hey, thank you for the roses, homestyle. You too. Hey, Wanda Clayton. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, Carla. Somebody always texting and doing too much when I get on my live. Um, Hey Natasha, how you doing? You looking beautiful, Ms. V. Hello, chat. Thank you, Natasha. I'm going to the pool. I got on my swimsuit, Natasha. Mm-hmm. I just put a cover up on. Um, to go outside and then take it off. That's kind of crazy, but I think it's just a habit. Hey, Vicky Gale. Hey, Jam Jam. Holistic is in the building. Hey, beautiful. Right back at you. Okay. You say, Ms. V, I just love you. I love you more. Niecy Pooh. How about that? Carla's in the building speaking to everybody. Trey is here also. Um, Miss V in chat. How was your day? Trey, I couldn't have asked for a better day. I just got through explaining that. I mean, to me, I'm at the point, and I always say I'm at that point in life because I am. But I am. I'm at that point in life where very few things get to me. If it doesn't concern my home or my personal business, it's not any of my concern. I block it out. I ignore it. I tune it out. Unless a person keep coming for me, and then I have to let them know how I feel, and then I got to keep moving. I don't have time to go back and forth with you. I can't do that. I don't want to. Okay, you're not important in my world, so say what you got to say and keep it moving. And I tell y'all that all the time. That's with anybody. I don't care. Don't waste my time with a bunch of petty stuff. I don't want to do that. Hey Debbie, how you doing? I am Michelle for Life is in the building, and so is Miss Rita. So y'all, where am I? Jackie Johnson say, wait a minute, hold up, don't start talking. Call my name. Hey Jackie, what's up? How you doing? Huh? And Vicky Harris is saying, I would love to be like that. You will. It comes in time. I was not like this in my 20s, 30s. In my 20s, I was exploring. I was trying to be grown. I was getting married for the first time. I was having a child for the first time. I was buying a home for the first time. Everything was first time stuff in my 20s. My 30s, I'm used to it. Okay? I'm getting my divorce from my first husband. Okay? So that's a different frame in my life right there. And I'm moving on with a child. This time it's just not single, it's me and her. And then I remarry and we buy another house. And I'm at that part in my 30s now. And we're together for 20 years. And then I wake up one day and I realize I can't do this anymore. He's boring. He doesn't want to go anywhere. He doesn't want to do anything. Money has never been an issue in my life, ever, never. When I was broke in college, broke, it wasn't an issue. For some reason, I always felt it would come, and it did. And my mother, like I said, didn't get paid but once a month. And my father worked for himself. So his money came in as he brought it in, as he sold his vegetables to Safeway in the food markets, as he did his crops and sold his cotton in the fall. And you had to be good budgeters back then because it was seven of us and my grandparents, and we all were in the big house together. So it was a great childhood. I never wanted for anything. I never had the most, but I never had the least. But everybody in the neighborhood, if you ask them, they would say we had the most. I don't know because I don't compare stuff like that. I do know we had the first. We had the first color TV. We had the first washer and dryer because before then they had the Ringer washer and dryer. We had the first window units in the house. Um, and the people in the neighborhood kind of came behind after, years later. But my father always made enough money for us to go and get the first of everything. But they also taught us about family and family values and getting along with people. So what he created was his kids being at home and all the other kids came to our home. So he always knew where he was. It took me a long time to figure that out. And one day I was sitting here and I was like, I had some sharp parents because they knew how to keep us at home. If they put the things there that we would have that no other kid have, the kids would come to us and they could control their household, their children, everybody. And the neighbors were happy because they knew they were okay. They were at the Browns house. They were going to have food. They were going to get fed. They were going to play cards out up under the tree and dominoes, the boys. I was going to be inside with the mama cooking, whatever I was doing, playing with my games or my dolls or whatever I was playing with at the time. So, yeah, I have to give them credit. They were pretty sharp. And I think I got a little bit from both of them. And I see things much more advanced than a lot of people my age. Whatever age I was always ahead of the game. Because I had to learn to think so early. Y'all remember I told you my mom had head surgery when I was 5. So I had to actually, what do I have under my nail? It's stained. I done stained it with something. I had to grow up fast. And I was the only girl, so I didn't have a big sister to talk to me. I didn't have a little sister to talk to me. It was just the boys. And all they could tell me was how not to have a baby, about the birds and the bees and the flower. We don't want you to do this and don't go in this section and don't talk to him. That's all you was going to get from them. You wasn't going to get nothing else from them. And it's 4 of them watching you. Everywhere you go, they all over town. They bigger than you. So I feel like I had a protected life because of them being in the legal system. Everybody knew them. Everybody knew my mom because she was teaching school. Everybody knew my daddy because he was the biggest black farmer in Northeast Louisiana, white or black. So, looking back, I think I just had a really good life, a normal life, not an extravagant life, even though I did things probably that most people didn't do growing up as a child. If they're around my age, I can't say too many people went to Europe at 21 years old, but I did. A little country girl, I did that. And none of my friends really knew it unless they were in college with me. My friends from back home, I never went back and said a thing to them. I never showed them any pictures or anything, because to me it would look like, oh, you doing something, we can't do it. I would have thought that it would have caused problems between us, so I just kept it to myself. And even when I got back home and went back to college, if they didn't ask about the trip, I didn't talk about the trip. That's who I am. Because anything else to me is, they haven't done it or they can't do it. So why are you boasting in front of them or bragging in front of them? Which the truth was, I didn't really want to go. I wanted to get a brand new car. The Ford Torino, what was it? Ford Mustang. Was it the Mach 1? That's the car I wanted. And my parents gave me the choice of getting that car or, no, it was a Cobra. It wasn't the Mark 1. They had a Cobra out at that time with the racing stripes. I wanted the white one with the blue racing stripes down the side. I could see myself in that car. And they gave me that choice. They were going to buy me that car. And I think that car back then was only $7,000. But that was a lot of money back then, okay? It's just comparable to today's prices on today's standards. And it was a sporty car. It was it was for me, I thought. Okay? I thought. But I talked to my oldest brother about it. He had come home from Vietnam. And I was telling him, I said, I have the opportunity to go overseas and visit London, Paris, and Rome, and maybe go up to the Swiss Alps. And he was like, you better do it. And I was like, but you're not letting me finish. I need to tell you about the rest of it. So he was like, what is the rest? I say, or I can get that new Cobra, and I really want that Cobra. And he said, nah, no, sis, don't do that. And I was like, why? I was like, I'll be able to drive my Cobra to college my senior year, because that was my junior year when I left. Mm-hmm. And he was he explained it to me. He said, to go to Europe might be a trip of a lifetime, a once in a lifetime trip. You can get a car anytime. You can get a car when you get back. You're not thinking. You just so raring and so ready to get it right now. You're not thinking about what you actually even doing. And I was like, okay, let me think about that. I had to sleep on it. And so when I woke up the next morning, when we got to the breakfast table, I told him, I said, you're right. I can't get a car when I get back. And of course, I didn't get the car I wanted because my parents had spent money for me going over there. But I got a used Fiat from one of my dad's friends who was a lawyer there. His name was Attorney Briscato. And my dad bought his car for me. And it was a 5 in the floor, and I couldn't even drive it. Baby, I got out there in them streets, them same street I took y'all down Brown Road. I got out there in that street, and I hit Robertson Road. When I turned that corner and I showed you the property and stuff, when I came back home and I went all the way down, because I didn't take y'all all through the community. I just showed you the property that my parents owned. Okay? When I got back home, baby, I was shifting. First, second, third, fourth, and fifth. And not hopping up off the clutch because I killed it a couple of times. Jumping off the clutch too fast. But yeah, it's been a good experience. It's been a good life. That's why I guess I could come out here all chilled and relaxed and laid back and just doing me now. I don't have nobody to tell me where to go, when to come home, what to do, who to talk to, what to say. I mean, it's me. For the first time in my life, ain't nobody finna mess that up. See who else came in here. Today is my birthday today. You came in here and said that before, Rebecca, 2 weeks ago. Okay, so you having a double birthday. Well, happy birthday to you, okay? All right, Rebecca. Granted, I don't think that's for real. Like I say, she came in here 2 weeks ago and said that. I got a good memory. And said it was her birthday, and I said happy birthday to her then. It's gonna be about 11 or 12 videos back, because I remember the spelling of the name. She spells it different. But that won't work over here, Rebecca. But happy birthday, okay? Sandra McKinney said today is the second to oldest granddaughter's birthday. Happy birthday. Okay, Sandra McKinney is telling her granddaughter happy birthday. All right, that's cool. What's her name? So I can shout out her name. Hey, try me now. Where in the world are you, Rita? I done seen you in Mississippi. I saw you crossing the great state of Louisiana. The boot, and I'm trying to tell you on that live, you ain't gonna get no good reception down there in them woods and stuff. Not all them trees and all that stuff. Baby, no. I was trying to tell you, but you always talking about me taking so long to get to you. You never did get to me. You just went right on over. But I said, well, she'll figure it out on her. When she see that live, she'll figure it out. Well, you back yet, Rita? Tahana is in the building. Hey, how you doing? I am Michelle for life. Ms.V, mine is sharp. It's very sharp. And I hope I can keep it just like this until I leave up out of here. Look at Rita laughing, talking about 2 birthdays. The second one was legit, the granddaughter. but I'm not sure. But that first one, I know that ain't legit. Okay, so watch that name, Rebecca, when she come into your chat talking about a birthday. Okay. Hey, Devetta Hurts, how you doing? Hey, Twyla. Rebecca's having a 2-for-1 birthday. I knew y'all was gonna get started. I knew it. I knew it. That's why I had to come out here and talk to y'all for a little while. Look at Try Me Now saying, I be everywhere, ain't he? I see. I said, now, she done went across the state. And then I told you, too, the next time you fed the homeless to get in contact with me because I was going to come out there and help you and bring some food and stuff. And next thing I see, you over there talking about you going to feed the homeless. Ain't it tomorrow? Or was it today? I don't know. But I'm done. I can't do Rita. I ain't going to be able to do it. Okay? She's speaking to you, Lila, and who is that? And Devetta. And Michelle. Okay? Holistic is saying, Miss Rucker to be. How you doing, Miss Rucker to be? I must have skipped over you. Sandra McHenry says, what? Santa? What does that mean? Santa, maybe? That they acting like Santa? Or I'm acting like Santa? I don't know. Just bust out laughing. Twyla Fields say, try me now. Rita. That's what I'm talking about. Get Rita back up in here because she finna bring us some new content. Forget all this craziness. That's what I want to talk to y'all about, okay? We done been on here 21 minutes, and what I came out here to talk to y'all about, I have not talked to y'all. But it's enough people up in here for me to talk about it. I have been watching a lot of YouTube, listening more than watching, okay? This weekend while I was in the house packing and trying to get ready to go. Move date is next Saturday at 7 o'clock in the morning. Mm-hmm. So I said, okay, I got to stop playing with this stuff now, and I got to get real about it. So I said, okay, go do the kitchen today. Go do the bathroom tomorrow. All I got to do is pack the stuff in the living room, and it's done. And it really is nothing to pack in the bedrooms because they're going to saran wrap the dressers and stuff, and you can leave everything in them. So all I got to do is take the clothes out the closet, and I'm going to do that in my car. I'm going to move my clothes myself because they're not going to move those. So I pick up the key on Friday, so I'm going to move my clothes on Friday, and they'll already be over there when I get there. And then other little items that I don't want them to take, my dishes and stuff like that, I'll take them myself. Thank you. But they can take everything else, and I'm trying to pack it where nothing gets broken. I don't want nothing else to break. I done broke up enough stuff moving, okay? But anyway, this is what I came out here to talk to y'all about. I don't know if y'all realize it or not, but it has been so pleasant out here on these streets since I'm calling her name. Rosalind Knight has been gone, okay? And I would give anything for it to be where we could just come out here on our platforms just like I'm coming out here right now and feeling so comfortable talking to whoever's in my chat. I've always said, I don't care if it get down to one, and that's me. I come out here and talk to myself. Because I do it anyway. It ain't no big deal. I told y'all that a long time ago. I tell Self, that was a dumb thing for you to do. Self, you are amazing. It just depends, okay? Ain't nobody else to talk to, so you talk to yourself. And it's all right. It keeps you balanced. It keeps your mental straight, okay? Yeah, you tell yourself when you wrong and when you dumb. Yeah, I don't need nobody else to tell me. I tell myself, okay? Then I come out here and tell y'all what I told myself. What y'all gonna do with me, huh? Y'all don't know. Y'all ain't never gonna be able to figure that out because ain't nobody figured it out yet. They just deal with it. Because one thing about me, I ain't finna cause nobody no harm. That ain't gonna be on my record up there. Ms.V, I know I didn't either. Wasn't me, Lord. No, it must be a mistaken identity again, because it sure wasn't me. And when it comes to causing any problems in anybody's home or on anybody's channel, count me out. I I ain't come over there for that. Nope. You got the wrong one, buddy. And if I can't say nothing good, I ain't saying nothing at all. And I always have the opportunity to fall right on out that channel, baby. I ain't got to come up in there. I can go on and do something else. I have plenty of things I could be doing other than watching YouTube, or should be doing anyway. Hey, Bama, how you doing? Devetta said, Miss Vietta just don't answer back. Sometimes I answer back, Devetta. So I guess that might make me a little over the edge, huh? It's all right. I don't even care at this point. That's another thing. It ain't too many things I care about. I mean, you can come in here and tell me that the car is towed up. Okay. Ain't nothing I can do about it but go up there and get another one. Call the insurance, see what they're going to pay. And no sense of me getting upset about it. It's done. I can't fix it. I just gotta wait to see what them people gonna say. I pay them every month. Now y'all tell me what y'all finna tell me. Okay, so I can make some decisions from there. And that's the way I handle things. I don't stress about a lot of stuff. I ain't trying to go meet Ocean. No, not me. Not right now. I told y'all I got things I gotta do, places I gotta go, people I gotta see. Got time for that? So hopefully, I pray sincerely that the woman ain't checked out of here, or that she's not seriously ill. But I do know that the God that I serve is not, and I have said this before, going to continue to put up with that kind of foolishness out here on the streets, because you're not spreading no word about him. You ain't including him in it. You cannot be spiritual. Don't give it to me. Don't tell me nothing about you spiritual if you out here doing what she doing. If you come out here and lie every day, we done already talked about lying on Chatting with Ms.V and how God feels about it. He does not like it, okay? If you coming out here bashing somebody every day, he does not like it. I don't care who's supporting you. I don't care what they got, what they don't have. I ain't looking at it from your point of view. I'm looking at it from his point of view. I know better, okay? So I would be remiss to come out here as a 69-year-old woman and mislead y'all with a bunch of bullshit. I'm held accountable for that. Not only with y'all, but more so with him. I ain't trying to do all that and have all that bad luck, because he got to stop me. When he told her to stop, she did not stop. That's her problem now. You were disobedient to him, not us. So yeah, we expect for you to do and say all the things you're doing and saying. But when he get tired of you, and something tells me, and I'm not usually wrong, she's a very sick woman. And I'm going to tell you why I said what I said. Because the last video that I posted on my thumbnail of her doing her hair, trying to show us that she had hair, we never told her that she didn't have hair. We always said you didn't have edges, okay? So you're not even listening. You just want to come out here and just make content off of the back of somebody by tearing them down by any means necessary and trying to put yourself where you want to be in your head. I can't explain it no better than that. That's the way it is, okay? So she didn't bother to even stop to think what her face really looked like. Everything in the world was wrong with her face. I mean, you can call me old, you can call me elderly, but I did not come out here with the black eyes, swollen face, lips all chapped up. I did not, okay? Today I'm here. I don't have that. I've never come out here looking like that. You are a very sick woman. Blood pressure works on the kidneys. You are on dialysis, which says your kidneys are not functioning properly. You can't tell me that coming out here every day did not run your blood pressure up. because people are saying things and exposing you for who you really, really are. They are. And you know it. And you have no defense. It's in black and white. And they see it just like I see it and just like everybody else sees it. You brought all of this on yourself, ma'am. And whatever you have to deal with at this point, you can blame it on nobody but you. Because nobody made you do what you did. Nobody made you, even when they told you to be quiet, even when they told you to shut up. You had to keep going because of them. Yeah. Because you didn't have a job. You lied about that. Your daughter doesn't have a job. She's on YouTube too much. There is no way she could be an active attorney, an active lawyer, when she has to watch my video to see what I'm saying in order to go back and react to it and then think about what she's going to say. Lady, I've been around lawyers all my life, okay? They don't have that kind of time unless they're inexperienced and not making any money. Okay? My family would have to make appointments, you might as well say, to have a get together when they really got busy and started making money. You don't even hear from them in a while. You might can catch where they posted something on Facebook because they're not here. They're moving about the country. One is a federal attorney. He's in every state in the United States, wherever he's set. He doesn't have that kind of time. He has a family at home he has to take care of. His wife is a PA. I put her out there on my YouTube wall. Okay? And they have a little girl. So he doesn't have that kind of time. Just like you have a little girl. He wants to spend time with his kid growing up too. He wants to make money. Sure. He's always wanted to be an attorney since he was a little boy. So he followed his dream. The other one is single. He has the time, but he wants to take the time doing what he wants to do. Being with his frat brothers, out on fishing trips, cruising, talking to the ladies. He's a single male attorney. So his job is a little different because his is a city prosecutor. So he can come home every night. He doesn't have to hit that road like the other one. But even at that, like I said, he doesn't even come on YouTube. He probably has never even looked at one of my videos. Never. He's not interested. You know, if it's something somebody tell him, like my nephew that's the mayor, he watches me. So he might go and tell one of them, y'all need to go watch your auntie over there. She off the hinges or something like that. Or your auntie was cutting up today. But the other ones don't have time. Y'all saw O'Brien just got his college degree. He has a wife. He has 2 little girls. They don't have time for YouTube to even watch their auntie. They go in there once a week and they try to hit the like button, my family does. But they don't have time to be looking at me. I don't have time to be keeping up with them. That's why I know this is all about money. They know I'm going to eat whether I'm on YouTube or not. And I'm going to sleep and I'm going to drive. They know that. And I know if I can't, I know how to pick up the phone. It's just that simple. But it's obvious to me that there is no job. You can't be coming on YouTube at a time that you should be at work on your job. The caseloads are too heavy, baby. You can't fool me, okay? I can go in their offices and there are cases stacked on their desk that have to be out within that month, okay? Paperwork has to be done. Reports have to be given. No, you're not doing none of that. Okay, they don't. have time by the time you do your discovery and all this stuff to go to trials and stuff? Where do you find this much time? You're not working. That's why you got behind on your eviction, on your rent note. Got those evictions because you weren't working, and you're not working now. You're working on YouTube. Yeah. And if you are working, you're not making money. You're not getting cases. You might be doing the behind the scenes work for the lawyer to do his work. But obviously you would have to be doing that from home because you're coming live from home. You can't do that on the job. So it's very, very doubtful that you are working, okay? And your mama is definitely not working. She said it herself on her own live that she do whatever she want to do every day because she don't have to go nowhere. Although she keeps telling us she's working. Now, why she want to keep saying she working, I don't know. But it's something behind saying that too. I don't know what it is. But she keeps pumping that working stuff. But it's all good, work or no work, okay? It's not going to matter. That's not the issue out here. The issue is your health is bad. Very bad. And you're not going to be able to stand up under this pressure. It's too many people coming for you, woman. You need to just sit it down and go in a different direction. You're not going to get the views anymore because most content creators out here that was doing any kind of commentary on you have said, don't go watch it. If she get on your nerves, or if you're tired of hearing it, or you don't want to hear the lies no more, or all this cussing and raising hell she doing with the air. Because she's not doing it with the people. Because I don't know what she's saying over there about me and don't care. Because I don't watch her. I stopped doing skits on her so I wouldn't have to watch her. So it matters not to me. That lady don't know me. I know her though. I've seen her. I'm an analyst by trade. I did analytical work for 20 years. That's a long time. So I analyze everything. And I analyzed you a long time ago when you came for me. That the only reason you could come for me is that you were jealous. You didn't like Chrissy, and I was working with Chrissy over there as a co-host. So you had to make up something to get rid of me or want Chrissy to get rid of me because you knew we were going to draw a crowd. And we did. We did. Chrissy came up when we were together. She did. And you saw it because you watched numbers. Yeah. But it's okay. You didn't stop her and you're not going to stop me. I'm coming right up, right behind. For the little time I've been out here, it's equivalent to those who have 6 and 7. Yeah, because they came out in a time when they didn't even have competition. They didn't have as many content creators to go to their pages like they do now. You have a variety of content creators out here now. It was maybe a dozen at that time. That was before Coco. Okay? That was way before him. Once he got out here, after him and Treese broke up, then the people seemed like they started coming, and there was an influx after last summer. When I came back from taking care of my brothers, it was so many new content creators in this sector. I didn't know who was who because I didn't get the opportunity to watch it for 4 whole months. Caught a live here and there. My brother loved to hear Miss Carver, so the oldest one, so I would turn it on her so he could hear her. And they even talked on the telephone. He had to tell her how much he loved her. And I'm like, you going to hell too? The good deacon, the chairman of the deacon board, you going to hell too. Over there jacking Miss Carver up, telling him how much she can cuss and all that. You wrong for that. But they had a conversation while I was down there, him and Miss Carver. And that's her friend, Warren. Yeah. But, you know, I just pray that we can keep this up where we are now, where everybody can feel comfortable coming onto that platform and not talking about people. We've said everything we can say about a person out here. I've been said everything you could say about me, okay? And there's nothing else you can say. You had 3 years. I'm almost 3 years I've been out here. You've had almost 3 years since I became a co-host with Chrissy to find out anything you needed to find out. And you didn't find out nothing because there was nothing out there for you to find out. And if you had found out and you had put it out here, shame on you. That's the way I always looked at it. Because you don't put people's personal business out here on YouTube. I don't care if YouTube allows you to do it. Something within you, if you had any kind of about you, it would tell you, I wouldn't want nobody to do that to me. So I'm not doing that to nobody. That's why I've never doxed anybody. Didn't have to. Any information that I found out, like Belinda Carter, I got that from somebody else. I didn't have to go look it up. I got all the information I needed on her to shut her down and make her leave me alone. Okay? You're not running in the same, we're not riding in the same lanes. So the best thing you can do is go back over there on your channel and leave me alone. Okay? I don't want people telling me what you said. Okay? I'm not interested. I got other things I'm doing out here on YouTube. I'm out here for a purpose. Okay? And it's my purpose. And you'll know real soon what it is. My message is not the same as everybody else's message. Haven't you noticed? It's a more positive message. Yeah, we have comedy. We have fun over here. No lie. We laugh ourselves silly if it's something to laugh about. But my thing is more so, when you leave this channel, you should feel relaxed. You should feel like I said something inspirational to you to make your life better. I motivated you in some type of way. And I said it with a smile. That's what you should get from this channel. I'm not always right. And I'll say it in a minute. But what I know, I know. And what I don't know, I'm quick to tell you, oh, I don't know. What is that? I don't know everything. I learn from you and you learn from me. And that's the way we do it over here. There's no right or wrong over here. Okay? We don't just come into the chat and just talk about content creators either. We don't have no reason to. We have content over here. When I do a reaction on one of them that came from me, that's the most fun because that's showtime. They're going to get a showtime. If they come from me, they want showtime, okay? They want me to come out here and be a comedian. They want me to come out here and make you laugh. That's what they want. Tickets are sold out. Yeah. And maybe that was my calling. I don't know. The older I get, I think about it sometimes. I said, you can say some of the funniest stuff. You can really entertain a person when you want to. And I can be very serious when I want to. But I think deep and I think fast, and I'm always thinking ahead. Always. If I read your comment, I'm reading it, but I'm thinking ahead, because when I get ready to respond, I want to make an honest, truthful response to you about what you said and how I feel about it. And I don't want it to come across to you like, oh, no, girl, you crazy. That ain't right. Never. Never. Because there are no wrong questions or no right questions either. Question is a question. I like to stay on topic, but like I say, sometimes we get off the topic. So a lot of times I'll put, when I don't have a specific topic, I don't know how many of y'all are sharp enough to have figured this out, I'll put let's chat. That means we can talk about anything. Unless I put a specific topic up there, it's open doors. It's open the windows. It's walk on in. Hit that doorbell first, though. I ain't gonna let you forget that, okay? It's important to me, okay? And then I don't ask for nothing over here. Respect. But I ask you to hit that doorbell before you walk off in my home. And y'all just, I know the first 1,000 had it down. The second 1,000, they a little stubborn. They don't want to follow directions. I don't know what's wrong with them. But you gotta love them. That's all I can say. Love them anyway, okay? They just got to do what they want to do. They ain't slow. They are not slow people. I ain't got no slow people over here, okay? I ain't got no little short bus people over here. I got some that just want to do what they want to do. Forget you, Ms.V. What y'all been talking about? Hold on here. Let me get back up here. Is y'all really be talking? I don't know about what, but y'all be talking. Okay, let me see here. I don't know where to start. I have no clue. Sandra Duncan, hey Ms.V, thankful for life, telling it like it is in the building. Bama is up in here, 69 years young. I just went to Detroit to visit my 83-year, oh Lord, now it's got a glare on, old uncle this week. And I swear that was a blessing. Yeah, things change in life. I mean, you be more into things like you talking about right there. If that had been 20 years ago, it wouldn't have hit the way it hit this time. Because you're 69 and you say he's 83. So you know he's lived the bigger part of his life and went over what God promised him. So yeah, I can truly understand that. You think different when you get to be this age. That stuff is foolery. Ain't nobody got time for all that. You're busy planning your life for what you want to do every day. You don't know how long you're going to be here. Thankful for Life says, hey, telling it like it is with Lady Tears up in the building. Pig feet needs God. Exactly. She does not know him. I can honestly say that. She does not. Ain't no way you gonna tell me that woman know him when she does and says the things she does. Okay? Because she would be afraid to do that. I ain't coming out here lying on nobody, just intentionally lying on them or making up their life story. Oh, no. No, 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 no. Hey, Tajista, how you doing? Bama, that was a blessing. Telling it like it is, it sure was. Ashley Thompson says, no, she haven't checked out. She's live and talking about LA and her son. See, Ashley, first of all, that is none of her business and none of my business. Nobody else's business out here on YouTube, street, road, or boulevard. It's none of our business. Especially if you played a part in that situation, which she did. She played the biggest role of getting Courtney over. That was her platform. Blame Sharita all you want to, but that was Callie's platform. And just like this is mine, I would have had the opportunity to tell Sharita, no, I don't want that on my platform. I don't want to talk about that on my platform. You see the difference? But since she let her do it, you got to blame her because that wasn't Sharita's platform. And if she let Sharita say anything over there or do anything, it's on her because that's your platform. You got to call a spade a spade. It is what it is. Yeah. And when you told her to leave, she left. But it was what you did and how you did it that caused a confusion between the two of you. If you had told her to leave and explain to her the real truth of why you wanted her to leave, because it's obvious now to every one of us. Those people liked Sharita, at least 5,000. And you got wind of it. They were cash apping her. They were giving her money. You didn't like it, okay? So you wanted her gone. Let's tell the truth, okay? But what you didn't realize is that many people were going to leave with her. That's what messed you up. And that's what made you start coming for her and, getting all into her personal business. You got to tell it like it is. You can't sugarcoat this shit no more. Everybody sees it on your side, in your chat, and everywhere else. Now, whether they'll admit it or own up to it, that's on them, okay? But that's what truly happened. Yeah. And that started the back and forth because Sharita is the type of personality where you are not coming for her unless she come back at you. You didn't get to know her. It didn't take me very long to find out who she was because I analyzed things. I started looking at her on your page. The things she was doing and saying. You allowed it all because you wanted to get back at Trace. Now, if you really like Courtney the way you were proclaiming you did, right now he's in need. He needs help. I went over there today and donated. Have you? Have you donated anything, Callie? You were so willing to help him in the beginning to get information on his mama. I know you've sent a cash out to him. That would only make sense to me. Now, answer that. Did you send him a cash out? You were willing to put him on your platform. You were willing to feed him behind the scenes little money to talk about his mama. But did you send him a cash out when he needs you? He in bad shape when he have to call his mama for help. Somebody who got out here and he dogged out. Didn't matter who was right or wrong. He was the child, Callie. You're not a good parent when you do stuff like that. When you go off into somebody else's home and you cause confusion in that home between a child and a mother, you are nobody to me. Nobody. Because you didn't have nothing to do with that. And then came out here talking about you were a mandated reporter. And you had to report. You ain't had to do nothing. Do you think you're the only mandated reporter in the world? Do you think that it's not mandated reporters out here in these chats? Huh? As many channels as it is out here, that you couldn't find a mandated reporter out here. You got every walk of life out here in these chats. From wealthy to dirt poor. All colors. Yeah. You haven't realized that yet because you think everybody is beneath you. That's your problem. When you know better, because you have people in your chat who have supported you to the last trip, which was Las Vegas. She's in your chat. And she supported you on a lot of stuff. But you're not getting the support that you would have gotten, and you know it because those big supporters were the ones that left you. They are with Rita, and that's why you so upset about her and her cash apps and her super stickers and her super chats. Yeah, let's just tell it like it is. Yeah. That's what happened. I don't go in her chat every day. I go in there every now and then. But I'm observing everything. I'm reading every comment. I don't care whose page I go on. That's how I get to know these people in the chat by what they say. And they comment. And I get to know who they are. That's the only way I can know. I can't see no picture of y'all. Y'all got a little picture in the corner. But the more you comment, the more I get to know who you are. And surely you're that smart. Yeah. And like I said before, any of y'all who have given her your personal information, you better change it. You better lock it. You better do something, okay? If you didn't learn from the Christmas scam that this lady's not right, if you didn't learn from her going over to Hawaii and asking for cash apps, then you slow, and you'll never learn. Yep. But we're at a point over here, a lot of us content creators, where the only way you're going to let her stop is don't watch her. That's DJ's commentary. So she has to watch her. I don't. Y'all don't. You giving her views. And that's what she's after. Is a view. If you in the bush, you still watching. So you could physically shut it down yourself if you didn't watch. Watch the reactions of the people who are doing reactions on her, because they're the ones who are having to dig for the information on her, and they bring it. Now Rita says she's trying to go in a different direction. She's got other things she want to do and say. So let her go. It's her platform. Miss Carver says she want to go in a different direction. She want to do a family channel. That's fine. I came out here from the rip with a different topic every day, 7 days a week. Did very few reactions since I've been out here. Because I told y'all, I really don't like reacting on people unless they come for me. And then I got to sit down and put a skit together. I got to sit down and put a comedy show together. That takes time to do that. You just can't walk out there and it just all of a sudden just pop in your head. No, I got to think about what I'm going to say. And once I get started, it'll just come to me. But I got to get started somewhere, okay? To make it roll. And I don't have no paper. This stuff is coming out of my head when I'm talking to y'all on these shows. And I got to make it funny. Because I'm not trying to bash them. I'm just trying to let people see how stupid they are on the stupid stuff they saying. That ain't making no sense. And I'm making fun of it. Because it needs to be made fun of. And that's how I do it. Telling it like it is says, I think the thing want to get attention like someone miss her. I surely don't. Telling it like it is, I don't know about that, because I don't see no way. As much as she has to come out here every day, sometimes she's out here 2 and 3 times a day. Okay? And it ain't because she want to just come out here. She got to get all upset. She got to get her crowd, where she is. And sometimes I wonder about them. Because I just can't see y'all wanting me to sit up and talk about any content creator out here, not my chat, every day, all day long, and just drag them up and down the road. Even if they did something to me. Do y'all want me to come out here and just talk about Granny all day long? No. Because we could be talking about something else that's going to benefit us. I'm more in tune with my chat. I'm more in tune with the people who are going through stuff or having birthdays, or their families having birthdays, or somebody may have passed or whatever. They need prayer. They need us to wrap our loving arms around them. If we live in a community, that's what communities do. They don't go around tearing up folks. I don't want to live in that kind of community. Thugged out. I got to pack guns around and all that. I ain't never lived in that kind of community, and I ain't fixing to start. Now, that's just solving it all, and I'm done with that. Okay? Hey, Miss Wilma, how you doing this evening? And Granny K, you got to have a brain to think. She might need a trip to the Wizard of Oz. It's a possibility at this point. Something needs to happen, because it's like, I just took myself back today to 50 and thought about what I was doing at 50, preparing very hard for this day where I could sit on my behind and not worry about it, no darn alarm clock, and not having to go work nights no more, not going to beauty shop no more. You would not imagine how many people, since I'm back in this area, that you're not going to open up another beauty shop? Hell to the no. I'm not doing no more build outs. I never had to look for nobody to work in there. They always just came in and asked me if I had a chair. Could they go to work? In 17 years, I never solicited for a barber or a beautician. And there were people who came that I had to make room for them. One lady did facials. I had to make her a room to do her facials. Another lady was doing nails. She was Vietnamese. I had to make her a room and put some exhausting that'll take those fumes out of that room. So, like I say, when I say I've been truly blessed, I've been blessed. But I had to do a lot of thinking to get to where I was trying to go. And there would have been no way I could have done it out here on YouTube with as much mess goes on. The job that I had, I worked nights. I could do my samples in 15 to 20 minutes and give them the results and have 40 minutes left until the next samples came in. I didn't have to jump up just when they came in. I had to get the results over within the hour unless it was a special sample. So you work with the time that you have. I drew up that whole house plan myself that I showed y'all, the 5,000 square foot house in Texas City, sitting on my job out there at Amoco. I make use of my time, and then I took what I drew up and where I wanted the rooms and the doors and the windows and everything else and took it to the architect and let him put it to scale. Yeah. 32 years old. And she's 50 years old and no, I wasn't 32. I left there at 32. I was 27. That's what I was when I did that. Because I lived in the first home that we had. We bought the first home in November and got married in December. And I moved in January. He moved in November when we signed the house. We both signed on the house and got married in December and moved in. I did in January. Yep. We married in 79. Brandy came in 81. And I was making plans then for that house when she came. I'm not sitting up just thinking about how to bash my neighbor across the street or how to bash the neighbor next door. They weren't on my mind. They lived in their house. We saw each other outside and we talked in the yard. We never even went to each other's home. I don't know what a house looked like inside, and she didn't know what mine looked like inside. My daughter knew because she played with her kids over there. Yeah. And her kids came to my house, but we never went in each other's house. I could tell from the way she carried herself how her house looked inside. The way she kept up her car and her lawn and everything around her house. I didn't need to go inside. It's things you can observe from the outside to know what the inside looked like. Yeah. Yes, I told myself to go spend Father's Day with him, and I did, and was so grateful to be able to go. Oh, while I'm thinking about it, y'all, Myra is at the hospital with her father. Please throw up some praying hands for Myra. Her father is transitioning. She called me earlier today about noon and told me that he was transitioning. So please throw up some prayer hands for Myra. I appreciate that. I got to get this stain out from up under my nail. It's bothering me. It looks nasty. I don't know to just if she's laid off or not. I just know she spends too much time on YouTube to have a job. That's all I know. It's just no way. I'm around too many lawyers. The judge I have out there on my wall, she was a lawyer for almost 20 years before she just made judge, Melissa. They don't have that kind of time. None of them that I know and I'm around, they don't have that kind of time. They are glad the ones who don't work on the weekend, they live for the weekend so they can drop it. You got to have a break from that stuff. Unfortunately, the one that's federal, he got to bring his home at night. He got to work on his on the weekend. I mean, it's a different time with him. The other ones don't have to do that. They don't do nothing on the weekend. They are off. Okay, and then they might attach a day in the front or behind so they can take a vacation, a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and a Monday. And they got to get on back here. They got deadlines to meet. So that's why I said what I said. That's not, It's too many cases for you to be sitting up on YouTube or you're not doing nothing. telling it like it is, and not all of y'all are speaking. Hey, Bobby Davis, how you doing? Virtuous Woman is in the house. Hey, Alice Flint. Jazzy One. Hey, Bay. Devetta is laughing. Lil Po Rich is over here today. She says, good evening, Ms.V. Mods and chat. Just got through partying. Stopped through to show. Have a good night. You too. You need to send some food this way. Girl, you be in that kitchen cooking. Do y'all subscribe to Lil Po Rich? BLLC. Baby. Sometimes she be wanting me to get them tubes together myself so she can go on and shoot that food on through here. Little woman can cook, y'all. Yes, she can. And her food is pretty. I like pretty food. Her food is pretty. Mm-hmm. And she have some good, like, little, she play music over there too. Now, I don't forgot when she played, but she play music over there. Nice music. Mm-hmm. And she has some good commentary. You are an inspiration to me. Thank you, Tajisti. Jam Jam says she is back tonight. That's unfortunate because it has been pleasant without her. There hasn't been any bickering and arguing. I mean, some of her people that follow her have come out and said some stuff, but I mean, I don't really listen to them anyway, so it really don't matter. Uh, I don't know what they say. I just saw them, come up in the timeline and stuff, but it's been nice. But, I knew she would whenever she could get back because she's forced to. She does not know how to change her narrative now. And she really thinks that somebody wants to hear what she's got to say about Treese. We grown ass seasoned women over here. We can go look at Treese ourselves and make our own damn decision. We don't need to hear it from her. Why would I want to hear her when I can hear it from Treese? Make it make sense. And then I can make my own discernments about it. But I guess if that's the way you build your platform, that's what you got to do. Holistic say, Jam Jam, she took a break. I don't listen to her at all. She does something to my spirit because it's from person to person. Like she'll be on Treese almost every day, but she gonna hit somebody else in the meantime. She got to. So she can try to draw them in for a little argument, okay, to get some more content. That's what she does. She's not a reaction channel at all because she doesn't know how to give a reaction. A reaction is not, I've been out here talking to y'all as much as I've been reading comments in the last hour. But she's going to sit there and she's going to start off, well, let's talk about you, and start reading them comments that them people putting in that chat. And she knows who's going to make those comments. A lot of times, if you have ever looked at her, she'll say, well, let me get on down to the bottom. Because she's looking at names. She see they're not saying nothing. They're not giving her content. Oh, yeah. I've analyzed the whole show over there. Hey, Wanda Clarity, how you doing? Sandra McHenry say, good night, everyone. Getting back to my grandkids. Love all. Okay, Sandra. Have a good night. A good evening. Hey, Jam retracted yours. And Holistic is speaking. Be encouraged with Marissa. Hey, Nisi Pooh, how you doing? Good evening. Marissa has a channel out here also. I don't know if any of y'all have tuned into her. It's basically life experiences and things that she's gone through. And she's gone through a lot. And she's an overcomer. That's what I'm going to call her. She's overcome a lot of things in her life. So check out her channel also. All right. Jazzy One is speaking to Holistic. Bama is saying, no, I ain't 69. You is. You mix my two messages up. See what I'm saying? I can't get away with nothing over here. I don't care what. Okay, Bama, I'm sorry. You're not 69. I'm sorry. Okay? But the essence of what I was saying was fact, okay? That whatever age you are, you not in your 20s and 30s no more. I'm assuming that you are 40 and over. And that's the way a 40-year-old, 50-year-old, or 60-year-old person would be thinking, okay? That was my point. Forgive me? Okay. Miss Jackie Johnson say, now that the realest I heard all week. Oh, now that's the realest I heard all week. I just got to be real. I can't be nothing else. I mean, everybody is not going to like being a realist either. I don't have no reason not to be. If you stop and you think about it, I have nobody to take care of but me. That's it and that's all. So why wouldn't I come out here and be real to y'all? Why wouldn't I be real to y'all if I have family and friends coming into my chat and I'm saying, hey, home girl, oh, she go to church with me. Oh, that's my organist there. Oh, that's my choir director there. Oh, that's my friend since first grade. Come on, y'all. I can't come out here and lie like these people come out here and lie. Because these people would call me out. They would. Because we real with each other. Had to be to stay together this long. Think about it. How many people you know got friends from first grade, elementary school, junior high school, college? Y'all have even met my college roommate on here. Yep, and we still friends. It says a lot. So a lot of integrity had to go along with that too. Because a lot of things that were said and done had to be kept to yourself because it was among friends. It wasn't for YouTube. Okay? You have to have a discernment for that. Be Encouraged says she's jealous of Sharita. Of course. And like I said, Sharita hurt her worse than she ever hurt Sharita. You tell me if 5,000 people leave my channel, that ain't gonna hurt me. And I done took my time and built my channel up to where she is, and all of a sudden 5,000 of them walk away, and I could be looking at myself over 20,000 now if them 5 hadn't left me. Look at it from a business standpoint. Okay? Hey Elaine, how you doing? Ashley, definitely agree. Straight out of Naptown says facts. Crystal says, hello, Ms.V. In chat, I missed a lot. Need to replay. Okay, Crystal. Ray J, hi, how you doing? And welcome to Chatting with Ms.V. Glad God snatched Sharita away from the demon. Callie really did it. She took over for God, in my opinion. Because she didn't give God time to even talk to Sharita, really. Because she hit a broadside. She really didn't see it coming. It's just, there it is. Get off my channel. Leave. Bye. And I can say this much for Sharita, that when she likes you, she likes you. Okay? And it hurt her because she thought they had a better relationship than what they did. Callie had her relationship was, you bringing me views, you bringing me money, you bringing me a story on Treese. But when she got smart and she realized how much these people cared for Sharita, and the money they were sending Sharita back there in that behind that wall in that little sister circle, because Sharita was over the sister circle, she was ready for her to go. All of this was behind money. She can say whatever she want to. It don't matter. It was about money. Just like she came out here and said she ain't going to stop talking about Treese, basically, because that's where she make her money off her back. It don't have to be true. At this point, she doesn't care. As long as somebody come to listen to it. That's what it is. We're looking at Treese. We're seeing what she's doing. We're listening at her, and what she's saying don't even make sense. So like I say, stop watching her. And you won't have to be bothered with that. Twila say, right, Ms.V, pig feet don't have the fear of God in her. No. And if she was to come before him at this time, she would be asked to leave his presence because of her work ethnicity. Yeah, she doesn't have it. You can't come out here and do that. My goal is to get along with people out here. I don't have no reason not to. They're on their platform doing their thing. They ain't said nothing about me, so why do I need to say anything about them? It's just like when somebody mentioned Chase in my chat, I said, we don't talk about her over here, because she ain't never said nothing about me. And I don't want nothing getting back to her that Miss V said nothing, because Miss V ain't said nothing, because you ain't said nothing about me. And that's how I operate. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now, if it was Granny, I'd say whatever I had to say, because she the one came out here for me, trying to get content off of Velveeta cheese. Now, how ignorant is that? Who wants to sit up there and listen to that? That old woman over there that looked 80. That's all she could say. I looked 80. In her eyes, I look 80. Okay, so, and who cares? What does my age or my way I look, how does that affect you? That's the standpoint I looked at it from. You're trying to run abuse, lady. Find you somebody else. Because when I come for you, I ain't gonna be nice. Mm-mm. Because you had no business saying nothing about me. Especially when I supported your channel. Mm-hmm. You came out here talking about friends. How in the hell we gonna be friends and we ain't never met each other? You talk crazy. That's why I don't fool with that lady. Mm-mm. Hey Prince, how you doing? Clara Williams is in the building. She said run that like button up. Thank you, Clara. Cutie Pie said good evening, Miss V and Chad and Mods. I'm just passing through for a few minutes. I appreciate that. Twila says, why do Miss V need to stand up? Ray J. Oh, Prince told him goodbye. I don't need to stand up. I stand up if I want to stand up. I said I had on a bathing suit, and why do I need to stand up in it? I'm not out there at the pool. That's not on the subject either. That's not what we're talking about, me standing up. See how I look at things? Okay, Holistic is saying she used Sharita to do it. Sharita said that Caliph said that she was a mandated reporter and it needed to be reported. Yes, she lied about that. Hey, Lady Stofall, hey, how you doing? What lies? You be better off trying to think about the things she didn't lie about versus the things she did lie about, if you stop and you think about it. But she's going to regret that she said a lot of things, because she can call DJ delusional all she want to, but DJ is going to drop the gavel on her real soon. And it's going to be over. It's going to be all over but the crime. Trust me. She's got a lot of help, and she's got the time to do it. And I applaud her, because it ain't no way I could take up my day doing it, because I don't want to. She ain't that important to me. That's not the direction I'm trying to take y'all in. I'm trying to take y'all away from that craziness, where we can do other things y'all may want to do. I don't have to set the pace of what goes on, as long as we following in the same direction. Because remember, we're on a cruise ship, a virtual cruise ship, so we can go around the world, okay? Whenever we decide to pull off. And we can go to Africa, we can go to Asia, we can go wherever we want to go. Mm-hmm. Yep. Lady Stovall said that's how it used to be. YouTube was like a journal. Yeah, it was, Lady Stovall. When I first started co-hosting, and just as a subscriber before I did that, I went to all channels. And it was never no big mess or nothing like that. It was no division. Everybody went everywhere. We knew Ocean, Renee Reacts, and we knew Burnett Perkins was going to be them cartoon characters, okay? The emojis or whatever you want to call them, okay? So you went there if you wanted to laugh, because they had made up some funny little cartoons for you to watch. You knew when you went over to Treese what she was all about, because she had been out here the longest. You saw her raising her kids. You saw her in the kitchen feeding her kids. You saw her opening up the warehouse. You saw her selling her goods. You saw her going out, because she was young when she came out here. So she was still in that stage. But think about this about her. When she first came out here, a lot of things that she was doing, you don't see her doing them anymore. Mm-mm. She's at home. She's with her kids. All her kids are there. The oldest one now is reaching out. He's growing up. It took this for him to grow up and realize you want to be grown, but you got to take grown folks' responsibilities when it goes along with it. And I can perfectly identify with her because I had a one spoiled daughter. That the only difference is she said Courtney does not like to work. Brandon would go to work, but she had no sense of money and finances. She never had to. It was always handed to her. She never had a job until she was out of college. So she just didn't know. She had to learn the hard way because I had to cut her off. You have a job. You better make that job make it for you. I'm not taking care of no grown folks. I'm not Callie. I don't want you up in my house. No. It's time for you to move on. Get on out there. Explore the world. So she moved to Nashville. And she started working up there and going to school. Fine. Get away from me. You can't hold on to me a lifetime. I could be dead tomorrow. You got to learn to take care of yourself. And she held it against me. She did for a while. But I guarantee you today, she don't see it that way. She's got 2 kids now. And a husband. And a house. And cars. And jobs. So she understands now, mama ain't going to be there with you always. And that's the best thing I could have done for her. Like I say, you don't know how long you're going to live. You are 25 now. I paid for college. I paid for master's degree. Help you with the first car. Bought the first one, help you with the second one. Because you were pregnant with Jackson, the first grandchild. And I really didn't want you to have to go to work. Okay? But if you don't understand I'm done, then you just gonna have to be mad. That's just all it is to it. Because mama finna go on with her life. And mind her business. And you need to go on with yours and mind yours. And call me when you can. Now I pray for you every night. And that's the way it is. No, you don't cripple no children that's grown. Bama say, as a son, we should not devilish, but we'll get people right when it's necessary. I applaud you. Yeah. I mean, like I say, I don't care. If I know I'm right in what I'm saying, and we as so-called elders out here should be leading people in the right direction. We should be setting some type of example for young ones. I have 25 to 65 plus of all nationalities in my chat, men and women. And I have to consider all that when I come out here with my content. They're coming from all different channels out here. We can see that in our studio. We don't know who, but we know where they're coming from and who they watch because it shows us. And that's how I knew I had some Cali people over here watching or had subscribed because it shows me her picture. I see Try Me Now. I see Tea Time with Chrissy. I see Renee Reacts folks over here. Okay? I don't know who they are. Like I say, I just know they support her and me too. So it'd be kind of foolish for me to be getting into it with them and make y'all have to make a decision between whether you want to stay with me or stay with her when she ain't bothering me. Duh. Hey, Pamela, how you do? Oh, Pamela, oh, Lord, the prince said bye-bye, baby. Holistic say she gets no views from me. I can't no more. Good morning. You must be from another country. Pamamas? Okay, good evening here in the United States. Good morning to you. The best family is in the house. Kamaya is here. Auntie V, I'm so glad that a lot of contents are coming to realize that ain't nobody got time for all this foolishness no more. No! We have too many world issues too, y'all. I sit here today and I was thinking and I was jotting them down as I was thinking about them. Okay, you think about it. We have China invading Florida. Did y'all even know that? We have to catch the news, people. It's a lot going on in the world. This stuff out here on YouTube has become a distraction from real life stuff that's going to affect all of us. What else? That Florida has the law now where you can carry concealed weapons. It's okay to do that. Um, they abducting children here in Texas and everywhere else every day. My phone is going off. People are doing something to these kids. I don't know if they selling them for body parts. I don't know if they are taking them for sex slaves. But these too many children. Last week I had 3 back to back here in Texas. That's too many. That's 3 too many in one day. I guarantee it's been a dozen this month. And it just started happening this year where it's just back to back to back to, and they're young kids. A lot of Hispanic kids here in Texas. Yep. Russia's gone against Russia. Putin, Russia, and you got half of them and half of them, so they split. Now you got Russia against Russia. Okay, people, you don't realize how when things happen in other countries, how it's going to affect the United States. We're global now. We trade with everybody, and then we have our allies and our defense system set up, our military, to hold back those we don't want in here and to protect us and keep us safe. That's another thing pissed me off with her when she talked about the military and that her sons would never go in the military, but they can walk around with Glocks and fight a fight. Sad. We had COVID to hit. It ain't over. It ain't gonna never be over. It's an airborne virus, just like a cold, pneumonia, flu, all of that. It'll always be around. But they brought out a drug to inoculate us with. And a lot of problems have come from taking that drug or from having COVID. Now, we don't know where it came from, but it had to show up somewhere. During that Bush administration. And you see how many people it killed per day. Hundreds of thousands of people a day was leaving here. Was that planned? Was it lab made? Makes you wonder, doesn't it? Makes me. Okay, then you have a yellow sky over Dallas. Anybody in here from the Dallas area? A few days ago, people walked in Walmart. It was dark and they came out and there was a yellow sky. What's going on, people? I was on another channel this morning where they were talking about the Walmart. Walmart is $1 billion entity. But how many Walmarts do you see sitting vacant? Why didn't you tear them Walmarts down? We got to start thinking a little deeper than on the surface. We got to get back into newsworthy stuff, okay? We are living in those times, people, where things are not making sense according to what we used to. But read your Bible. Then you'll realize everything that was said in there that was going to happen is happening. Our children going against mothers and fathers and killing them and shooting them more than ever and vice versa. Parents are doing things to kids they know they ain't got no business doing to them. Think about it. There's a lot of stuff going on that ain't never happened before. So that just tells me, you might need to change your content and put something out here that people really need to hear that's newsworthy. Okay? That's just some observations I made. None of these people know how to forgive, and they will not be forgiven if they don't repent and change their ways. A lot of them gonna get caught up. Who was that? Rita. Cutie Pie say, holistic healing, how are you doing? Want to know how you feeling? Kimberly McNeil says, it must have been my phone. Okay, y'all talking about something else. I've learned a lot from people off YouTube too. Now it's so messy. We have to try to bring it back there, lady. I've been watching a lot of channels lately that I've never watched before. New content creators coming out to see what they're talking about. Very few are coming out in this sector talking about her just exclusively, okay? And I noticed the ones that are just using her for content exclusively, and they just coming out and they growing slow. If you notice, I didn't use her exclusively for my content. I brought different topics. I had to see what y'all want to hear. And it tells me, it shows me on my views, whether you liked it, you didn't like it, or whether, you know, you made the block and came back. I know that too, because you leave it in the comment section. It's a trial period. It's a learning period for me. And I've learned a lot in a few months. I've learned a lot while I was over there co-hosting with Chrissy. I learned a lot there. And then once I got my own channel, I was able to see the people coming into my channel, what they were all about and how they thought, and just make sense of the whole thing. But you're correct, Lady Stovall. Bama says, come through, Ms.V. Neighbors ain't what return. Okay, it's a cancer thing. Y'all are throwing up prayer hands for Myra's, from Myra, because her father's transitioning, and that would be G Candy and Cancer Thing, Best Family, Angel Brooks, Rita, everybody, Tajisti, Kimberly, Jackie Johnson, Deanna Williams, Elaine, Nola 504, Carla, the Dope Lady, and welcome to Chatting with Ms.V, the Dope Lady, Twyla and Sandra Duncan. You're in my prayers. That's from Holistic. If she's a lawyer, she has a messy lawyer. She needs to get a life. I just can't see a firm letting her come out on YouTube and say the things she's saying. My family wouldn't have jobs. Not for the people that they work for, they wouldn't keep them. They would have been gone. They're very careful of what they say over on Facebook on their channels. They mainly post vacation pictures or something that's an achievement or an award or something like that, but just conversing with people, they don't have time to do that. Nope. Bama says she got the comments to make her. Yes, pull up, Ms.V. And that came from Clara. Cookie Crunches in the building. Angela say pig feet and her daughter need to leave Latrice Allen family alone because God is moving in that family, and he is. Don't you see Courtney coming back? Okay. I'm sure it was hard as a mother to do what she did and walk away. Sometimes you have to do that, people. If you see you not getting nowhere, I don't blame her one bit. You know him better than I do. I don't live with him. I can't sit back on the backside and say that she did the wrong thing as a mother, because I wasn't there. Well, then how do I know? That's the way I look at it. 60 years old today. There you go again, Rebecca. Okay, we said happy birthday. Devetta, I don't see Myra. No, Myra's not in here. She's in the hospital with her father. He's transitioning. She called me about 12. Her and her husband were driving to the hospital at that time because she had gotten a call to come on. Okay? Miss Ruckus throwing up the prayer hands. Alex Lane, Queen Miss V, hello. How you doing? Jam, happy birthday. See, you getting birthdays, Rebecca. How many birthdays have you had? That's what we want to know. And why do you come over here to tell us, want us to tell you happy birthday? Are you subscribed over here? Because we don't see you until you come in here talking about a birthday. Bama say, gotcha, Miss V. Devetta is, what's wrong with Myra? It's not Myra, it's her father is transitioning, Devetta. Alex Lane says, happy Saturday to all the queens and kings. Much love, queens. Okay, there's another birthday for you. Rita Williams said, I have friends from the crib since we were babies, two of them. We call each other sisters. You do. When you're that close to somebody, it's sometimes I can honestly say I have friends I've been friends with so long, they are closer to me than my sister. They know more about me than my sister. Okay? Because we converse more. We're with each other more. It doesn't bother her and it doesn't bother me. She thought Rita was going to fall, but she didn't. Rita came up and she's going to continue to come up. She's an entertainer, naturally, okay? And nobody can take that from her. I don't care if she cussing you out, she entertaining you. I don't care if she talking about the Lord, she entertaining you. She gonna make it funny, okay? She makes it where you want to come hear what she got to say. She was just driving down the road today, and I don't know how many hundreds of people were in her chat. Coming from, she had come through, from Mississippi through Louisiana when she was on the road today. And I wanted to go over there just to hear what she had to say. Where was she? Because I knew she was gone for a few days, and then I heard she was gone to Mississippi, and I'm like, okay, so what you doing now? And then she said she was coming back home to feed the homeless. She's doing things people want to hear anyway. People want to see you doing something to help somebody, okay? They can see that the money they contributed, at least she taking it and she helping somebody else with it. We can't see what you doing with your money over there. We saw a sandwich after 6 months and some chips and a line $5 because you didn't put no $5 in them bags. Because them people would have been running up out of there. I know street code, okay? Them people was back up in that round the corner, wherever they was out there on the ground, or 10 or whatever they had. Baby, all of them would have run up out of there if they had found $5 in a bag and food. Who you fooling? And then on top of that, you didn't even know where to go, where the homeless were. They were right up underneath you. So that tells me you don't even look at them people. You never get them people nothing. And they right there, and you went all the way around to rich neighborhoods, Berkeley, and places like that where your daughter went to school, showing off with sandwiches in the hot trunk. And you gave them to people who weren't homeless when you first pulled over. And thank God you had those kids there because they were really the ones that was doing the work. Yep. Okay, so let me get on down so I won't stay on here too long. I only caught a little bit throughout the day, but I see the play. Callie is cock blocking, laughing. She's trying to fake Bugs Bunny's teeth, Lele, and Gator shine. She wants all of Teresa's attention. She's not going to get it. Teresa got too much going on to address her. I mean, she addressed the situation today, but I guarantee you she ain't coming out here no more soon. She's got those kids. She's running a house in Florida, a house in Atlanta. She's dealing with music, making music. She's going in a whole different direction with a whole different audience. She don't have time for that. Be sitting up listening to her, what she says. And she says she does not watch her for that reason, and I believe it. Because if you sit up and watch her, all she gonna do is piss you off and make you mad. So why watch it? And she probably will go after Gator and Layla soon to make comment off of Layla's teeth. It wouldn't surprise me. Mr. Better, I don't think she's in the chat. No, she's not. Her listed. Okay, let me go on down to the bottom. Hey, in his service. I'm going on down because I've been on here for a long time, y'all. Y'all know I don't like to stay on here this long. I've been in the bushes, but you're right, Ms.V. We get out them damn bushes. Christy, now why is you up in the bushes? Huh? You been in the chat before. Why you go up in the bushes today? Now, you know Ms.V. don't like that. She wants y'all in the house. That's the kind of mother she is. She don't want y'all out there in them bushes. Get out them bushes. Hi, I'm peeking at Rita's page. Title, did you see her earlier? Who got shot? I don't know. I didn't watch that one. Cookie Crunch. The last one I saw of her, they were driving through Louisiana on their way back to Texas. I didn't see that one. Kimberly McNeil, that's right. Okay. Getting on down. Okay. Any service, $10. Come on now. Serious world issues. Yes. Thank you. I appreciate you. Marilyn Tubbs. Hi, how you doing, Marilyn? Welcome to Chatting with Ms.V. Hey, Chico Stick. You're right about the kids here in Texas. The Amber Alerts are constant. Yeah, there's too many of them, Chico Stick. Way too many. Every time I turn around, my phone is going off. And I'm like, dog. And I be praying, well, maybe that's the same one. No, it's not either. Mm-mm. Uh, yes, I broke down listening to Guru because she brought so much joy and knowledge for me. I had to go watch her too, also. Okay, let me get on down here. Getting closer to the bottom, y'all. Janice said, we appreciate you and your good spirit. Thank you, Janice. I mean, okay? You'll see mad, you'll see sad, you'll see crying, you'll see happy, you'll see humor, you'll see it all. Because I'm a well-balanced person. I cry when I'm sad. Uh, I'm mad when I'm mad. I'm happy most of the time and full of joy and full of peace. I don't have no reason not to be. Like I said, if I wake up in the morning and everything is working, that brings joy right there. Let me get up out this bed and see what I'm going to do today, what I got to do today. Let me look at my calendar, okay? And I stay busy. I stay active, so I don't have time. An idle mind is a devil's workshop. I don't want an idle mind where he can come into my mind and tell me nothing. No, you get thee behind me and stay out of my way. I ain't got time for you, okay? Move around, okay? Kimberly saying, I'm so glad that Courtney is coming back. Thank you, Jesus. Exactly, because they need to be a family again. Whatever their problems are, they need to take their time and they need to sit down and they need to talk about it. And I do believe he still needs to stay out there on his own since he's already been out there on his own. But he needs to learn how to love his mother. And he needs to learn another thing, that your mother is your mother. I don't care what the weather is. I went to school with kids that parents were stone cold alcoholics. They might not even know they were in the world for 2 or 3 days, but you better not say nothing about them. Okay? That's how much they loved them. And Courtney needs to learn that too. Just like he learned, you ain't gonna get it unless you come back to your mama, unless you do something illegal to get it. He's growing up. That's what he's doing. Yep. Ms.V, you sure do make it make sense. Speak. Thank you, Clara. Ms.V don't play about her chat. No, I don't. I'm serious about my chat. Y'all have become family over here. And I would protect you just like I protect my family. My family protects me. And nobody's going to come into this chat and disrespect you. I'm not going to disrespect you. So how in the hell somebody else going to come in here and disrespect you? You're not disrespecting me. I just think logical. That's it. It's nothing but common sense. This didn't come out in no book. This just life experiences. If you don't bother me, I ain't gonna bother you. If you bother me and I tell you how I feel about it, I'm done. Don't come trying to go back and forth with me, because I'm not. You're not that important. Say what you got to say over there on your channel, and because I don't want to hear it, and I don't want nobody bringing it to me. Because if I don't know it, it sure don't bother me. And a lot of things out here on these streets, I did not know. For instance, when Miss America came out with the fake story, I ain't know nothing about that woman. I ain't even know she was still in this sector. That woman had been out here almost 2.5 years ago and questioned the hell out of me. And then all of a sudden she comes back again and gonna make me be somebody I'm not. No, you not either. I've made good relationships with most of these content creators out here, because I don't talk about them negatively. If I say something about them, it's going to be funny and it's going to be real. Because when I talk about Renee Reacts over here, what I always say, I always call her what? Big Prussia and C. Now that it's C. But we established a relationship back long time ago. I used to be the timekeeper for Renee, Because Renee would get all off and she'd be all off in Never Land, and then she'd be telling me, Ms. V, give me 15 more minutes. We wasn't on StreamYard, so by the time she read my comment, it would be 30 minutes. Well, we had some fun back in those days, and we haven't forgotten it. I love to be able to get a chance to go over there and get in the chat, and I get the chat going, me alone, with the foolery by me and Renee, and see now. So it is what it is. Rita can absolutely, yes, she can hold her audience because she's just naturally funny to me. And look how long she can hold an audience. Your attention span is about an hour to an hour and 45 minutes at the most. Think about your college classes. They never hardly go over 2 hours because they know they're going to lose your attention span. Labs might be longer, but not a class where you got to take notes and you got to listen and do all of that. They know you're going to get bored and get to doodling. You can't think that long. You ready to go now. So, yeah, that's why I'm at an hour and 45 minutes. It's time for me to shut this down. Y'all tired of listening to me. Prince, I appreciate you coming in. Nola 504 is speaking to everybody. It has been real, y'all. I've enjoyed talking to y'all this Saturday afternoon. I'm getting ready to go out here now and pop my little wine bottle and get in the boat. I'll talk to y'all later. I don't know when, but I'll see you when I see you. Hit that subscribe button. Like, share, and subscribe. Okay? Much love to you all. Bye, Angela, and thank you for the hearts and the roses. Y'all have a good night. Bye-bye.